Welcome to Refreshing Motherhood. I am officially in my 12th week of pregnancy, which is so exciting because that means that I am coming up on the end of the first trimester, which for a lot of women is the hardest, and totally understandably, because at 4 weeks, the baby's gone from the size of a poppy seed all the way to the size of an apricot or a plum at 12 weeks. And that's a huge jump. That's a lot of development going on. So it totally makes sense that our bodies are like, hey, I need a lifeline. I am struggling over here. So it's exciting though, because all of that like really nerve-wracking, really important developmental stages in the very beginning are coming to a close, and that means that the baby is more and more viable with each day. And I just feel so grateful to have made it to this point. I feel like it's flown by, it's gone so fast. I feel like I'm gonna say that every single week, which I already am, and it's just exciting. So this week, I definitely am still nauseous, but I don't feel like I'm as nauseous as before in different ways. So I feel like I have moments where my nausea is kind of letting up a bit, but then I have moments where it's really intense and like so awful, and it's almost like these nausea attacks where just out of nowhere, I am like so down and out, cannot function, sick. So that's been really interesting just in this last week, but I still feel most of the time nauseous, and still nauseous every single day. But I'm thankful that I'm getting tiny little breaks now, and it gives me hope that maybe I will have an easier second trimester now that with not as much nausea, now that it's kind of dying down. So, I mean, hopefully it's dying down. We'll see. It has definitely been pretty much my entire first trimester that I have been sick. So we'll see what happens in the next trimester, but it's really getting really close. So the last couple weeks I've had some exciting things. We were able to find the heartbeat on our at-home Doppler. Do you know what that is?
You could barely hear it. How many weeks are you?
10.
10? That is so early, isn't it?
10 weeks and 5 days, I think.
That is so early to be able to find it on this.
Same with Denver. And everyone always asks me what Doppler I have, and it's just a fetal Doppler is all that it says on there. I actually got it as a gift from my dentist. It's a really funny story. She's like the sweetest thing ever. But I had it with Denver, and my friends have used it. My sister-in-law has used it. So it's just kind of been passed around. It's really special to me. But we're able to find the heartbeat a couple times now, which is so exciting. And the heartbeat has been in the 170 range. So like 173, 176, right around there, which is the same as Denver. So that's exciting, and I'm so curious to see how it continues along during the rest of my pregnancy. So that's been a really, like, one of the most exciting things that has happened those last couple weeks. And Denver is really excited about hearing it, and she feels like she gets to connect a little bit more, I think, and like she gets to hear the baby, like the baby's talking to her. So I think that that's really special. And another thing that I've been having the last couple weeks is cramping. And I went back and watched my 12-week update with Denver, and I did say that in that update that every time my weeks turned over, I had like some cramping. And then that totally made sense for me this time around, because I feel the same. Like every time I turn a week, I get some cramps. And they're not like alarming cramps, it's more of just like growing cramps, which is exciting because that means my belly's growing and the baby's growing. So that has been the only things that have really been going on for the last couple weeks. I still am so grateful that I don't have any other symptoms than that. I was experiencing like feeling cold a lot, which I had talked about, and that is totally gone away now. I feel normal. So I don't know what that was, or if it really was just cold here and I'm like connecting it in a weird way. But in this update, I wanted to talk to you guys about surviving the exhaustion of the first trimester. When I was pregnant with Denver, I was so exhausted. I was just laid up. Like, I would fall asleep at work, I would come home, take a nap before I made dinner, and then like have to go straight to bed because I was so tired all the time, and I felt like I could not get enough sleep because I was so tired. And this pregnancy has been night and day. I have not experienced any exhaustion, and to me, I know for a fact it's because of the supplements and vitamins that I have been taking. I've been on them for about 10 months now, and they've really worked to correct the health of my gut and the balance in my body, my hormone balance, my blood sugar balance, all of that, the inflammation in my body, and then my overall gut health. You guys know that I've had a history of IBS, and I've been feeling so good this pregnancy, so I wanted to talk about it and I wanted to mention it to you guys. So if you follow me on Instagram, which you all should go over there and follow me, I talk about this stuff a lot, and you'll see me mention this pink drink very often, and it's super yummy, and I call it my mom fuel because it really does help fuel my day, and it gives me natural sustained energy because it's working to balance and heal my body. And along with it, there's a few additional products that I take there in capsule form, but obviously those are not fun to talk about, so I talk about the pink drink the most often because it's pretty. But the capsules are vitamins and probiotics and supplements that have really been life-changing for me and my gut health, and just like feeling good. And I feel so much better about the energy level that I have. I was so exhausted all the time after I had Denver, and I wasn't even pregnant anymore, and so this has been a huge game changer, and I just feel like this has made the biggest difference in the world in my pregnancy. So that was like the biggest thing for me about surviving this first trimester, because I was so knocked out with Denver. So for me to only have nausea as my only symptom, I feel like that's a huge blessing, and that's huge. Like, that is huge, and huge proof that this stuff is like really working. So I just wanted to mention that to you guys really quickly. And if you want to like learn more about this stuff, you can message me on Instagram. I'd love to talk to you guys about it. I talk about it all the time, like in my Insta stories and stuff. So definitely, if you're curious, I'd love to chat with you guys. But anyways, a lot of you guys have mentioned doing fun things in these pregnancy updates, like talking about survival tips like that, or maternity clothing hauls and things like that, and I'm definitely going to be doing that. I think that that will be really fun. So I think what we have decided to do as far as the name situation, because we're having a surprise birth, is have a couple names on each side that we like, and then decide when the baby's born. And so at first I thought we would decide, like, pick one name of each, boy and girl, that we were gonna use, and then that would just be it. But Seth said it might be really special if we meet the baby and then decide what name really fits their personality, and just like we feel like is the name that God has given to them. And I think that that's so special. I love that so much. So that is the plan. If you want us to do like a video about the names that we're liking, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see if we can make something fun and exciting about that. We don't have any like picked as of yet, but we're just starting the conversation. I think that we want to do more of like an adventurous type of theme. So my daughter's Denver. So if you guys have any suggestions, definitely leave them in the comments down below, because I need a lot of suggestions. Names are really hard for us. It's like, names are powerful, and you know, they're important to us. So that's it for this 12th week, you guys. It's going by so fast. I'm so excited. My next appointment is at 16 weeks, and then I have my 20-week ultrasound. So I'm excited to share all of that information with you guys coming up, but I will do a 14-week update before that. So stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of those updates, and let me know what other kinds of videos you'd like to see here on this channel, just besides pregnancy updates. I'm excited to be back on Refreshing Motherhood and talking to you guys again. I've missed it, and I've missed you guys, so I'm so excited to be back here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.